Alright, so today we're going to take a deep dive into VidIQ. This platform is saying it can help YouTubers like you get more views, more subscribers, all that good stuff. But, is it really all it's cracked up to be? Well, let's find out. So, VidIQ basically gives you all this data and all these tools to try and help you understand how the YouTube algorithm works. Almost like a secret decoder ring, right? And one of the big things they're really pushing is this daily ideas feature. So, instead of just kind of throwing stuff out there and seeing what sticks, they actually analyze a ton of data, millions of data points, to see what's trending even before it hits the mainstream. The idea is they give you a head start to create videos that people are actually going to be searching for. And on top of the ideas, they've got a whole bunch of tools for keyword research, stuff like search volume, competition scores, even how relevant a keyword is to the videos you've already made. They even do competitor analysis, so you can see what other channels in your niche are doing that seems to be working for them. But let's get down to brass tacks here. What are people actually saying about VidIQ? We took a look at the Trustpilot reviews, and overall it's looking pretty positive. People are saying it's helped them grow their channels, get more views, all that jazz. For example, we saw this creator SR Sim. They were totally new to YouTube, and they were blown away by this boost tool that VidIQ has. And they also raved about the customer support they got from this rep named Bridget. Then there's Zen Lauren. They said the tools and coaching from VidIQ helped them make some major improvements to their channel. They finally felt like they knew what they were doing to actually grow their audience. Oh, and this was pretty inspiring. This user, Marinella, was able to hit 10,000 subscribers even though they have dyslexia. And they actually credit VidIQ with helping them overcome those challenges and actually achieve their YouTube dreams. So, pretty powerful stuff, right? Now, it's not all sunshine and roses, of course. We did see a few negative reviews sprinkled in there, like this one user, Mark, who said their views actually dropped after they followed some AI suggestions. But to be fair, they didn't really explain how they were using the AI features, so grain of salt and all that. Then there's Jai Hayes, who was pretty upset that VidIQ got rid of the thumbnail editor, which was a feature they apparently relied on a lot. I guess it just goes to show you that these platforms are always changing things up. And sometimes those changes don't make everyone happy. And of course, you can't talk about any tool without talking about the price tag. And yes, some users like this one named Garsala mentioned that the cost could be a bit of a barrier, especially if you're dealing with currency conversions. But the good news is a lot of the reviewers mentioned that VidIQ does offer a free trial, and they often have discounts going on. Plus, this YouTuber named Jenny Clerk actually argues that it's a total no-brainer investment for anyone who's serious about YouTube because of all the time it saves you on research and the potential for growing your channel in the long run. So it sounds like there's a lot to like about VidIQ. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's take a closer look at one of the features that people are talking about the most, the AI tools. Now, this is where things get really interesting. You've got AI-powered video generators, title suggestions, even help with writing your scripts. It's like the future of content creation, right? Well, maybe not, because this is where the reviews start to get a little mixed. That same Jenny Clark we talked about before, she didn't hold back. Called the AI video generator useless in its current state. Said the videos it makes feel generic and the voiceovers sound robotic. And she's got a point. If you're trying to build that authentic connection with your audience, a robot voice probably isn't going to cut it. But here's the thing. VidIQ is really pushing these AI features hard on their website, talking about how they're going to revolutionize the whole content creation game. So, what's the deal? Well, it seems like the AI tools are still a work in progress. They might have some cool features, but they're not quite there yet in terms of making really high-quality original content. But then again, AI is always evolving, so what might be considered useless today could be a game changer tomorrow. Definitely something to keep an eye on. But for now, let's shift gears a little bit and take a closer look at what people are saying about some of the core features of VidIQ. So, we've talked about the good, the bad, and the AI. Now, let's get specific about how people are actually using VidIQ to step up their YouTube game. One feature that keeps popping up in the reviews is this trending keywords tool. And you know how it is on YouTube, things change fast. What's hot today is old news tomorrow. Well, VidIQ's trending keywords tool is supposed to help you stay ahead of the curve. It gives you insights into what people are searching for right now. So you can make videos that are actually relevant to what's going on. But it's not just about chasing the latest trends. They also have this thing called keyword scores. This goes beyond just showing you what's popular. It actually analyzes the competition for each keyword and gives you a score. So you can see how tough it would be to rank for that term. But here's where it gets even more strategic. They've also got this related keywords tool. It's all about finding those hidden gems, those keywords that other creators might be missing. It helps you tap into more specific niches and maybe reach a more targeted audience. So you're not just making content that's trendy. You're making content that's strategic and tailored to your specific audience. And remember that daily ideas feature we talked about? Well, it doesn't just give you random suggestions. It actually uses all of that keyword data to come up with video ideas that are relevant to your niche and that actually have the potential to do well. It's kind of like having your own personal research assistant working behind the scenes, constantly analyzing YouTube and feeding you those golden nuggets of opportunity. But even with all that data, you got to remember the human element, right? You still got to bring your own creativity to the table and your own understanding of your audience. So, think of VidIQ as a powerful tool in your arsenal, not a replacement for your own skills and instincts. Now, let's switch gears for a minute and talk about something that's super important to all YouTubers: building an audience. Okay? So, we're all about getting those views and subscribers, right? But sometimes it can feel like you're just shouting into the void. Like you put all this effort into a video and then nothing but crickets. Well, it seems like VidIQ has a few tricks up its sleeve to try and help you break through that noise and get your videos seen by the people who actually want to see them. One of the tools that really caught my eye is the competitor analysis. It's kind of like peeking behind the curtain to see what's working for other YouTubers in your niche. The ones who are already killing it. You can see what keywords they're using, the kind of videos they're making, even how their audience is reacting. Now, I'm not saying copy them exactly, but it can be super helpful to learn from the best, right? And figure out how you can use those same strategies on your own channel. But let's be honest, sometimes you need more than just data. Sometimes you need someone to just tell you straight up what you're doing right and what you could be doing better. And that's where this channel audit tool comes in. It's like having a personal YouTube coach who isn't afraid to give you some tough love. You can see what's working, what's not, and get specific advice on how to optimize your whole channel. From your About section to your playlists, the whole 9 yards. And speaking of optimization, let's talk about something that's super important for any YouTuber: thumbnails and titles. Those are the first things people see when they're scrolling through YouTube. So they got to grab their attention and make them want to click. Well, VidIQ has tools that actually analyze your thumbnails and titles and then give you suggestions on how to make them better. They even have A/B testing, so you can see which versions actually perform better. It's like having a whole marketing team helping you out. And once people do click on your video, you want to keep them watching, right? So VidIQ also offers a bunch of analytics tools to help you understand how people are interacting with your content. You can see stuff like watch time, audience retention, even where people are dropping off in your videos. That kind of data is pure gold. It tells you what's keeping people hooked and what's making them click away. And then you can use that info to make adjustments and keep people glued to their screens. Oh, and remember those AI features we talked about earlier? Well, VidIQ is using AI for their analytics too. They're trying to use it to give you even more personalized insights and recommendations so you can make smarter decisions about your content strategy. But now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. How much is all this going to cost you? We've already heard from some users that the pricing can be a little steep. Now, they do have a free plan with some basic features, which is a good way to try it out before you commit. But if you really want to unlock all the bells and whistles, you gotta go for one of the paid plans. On the plus side, they often have discounts and special offers going on. And if you're really serious about growing your channel, a lot of the reviewers said it's a worthwhile investment. You know that Jenny Clark we talked about, she said she sees it as a no-brainer for anyone who's really committed to YouTube. She thinks the time you save on research and the potential to get more views and subscribers more than makes up for the cost. At the end of the day, it really comes down to your own needs and your budget. But here's the thing I keep thinking about. When you invest in a tool like VidIQ, you're not just spending money. You're investing in your own growth as a creator, right? You're basically investing in knowledge, data, and support that can help you take your YouTube channel to the next level and achieve all those big goals you have. But even with the best tools in the world, there's one thing you can't buy, and that's consistency. Let's face it, being a YouTuber is a marathon, not a sprint. It's all about showing up consistently, giving your audience something valuable, and playing the long game. But staying motivated and sticking to a regular upload schedule can be tough. Well, it seems like VidIQ has a few features that are designed to help you stay on track and avoid burnout. Remember that daily ideas feature we talked about? Well, it's not just about sparking creativity. It can also help you plan out your content and stay organized. They also have tools that help you understand YouTube trends so you can create videos that are relevant to what people are actually searching for right now. But it's not just about chasing every shiny new trend that pops up. VidIQ actually helps you see those trends in the context of your own niche so you know which topics make sense for your audience and which keywords are worth targeting. And of course, if you want to build a loyal following, you've got to understand your audience, right? VidIQ has a whole bunch of analytics tools that give you all sorts of details about your viewers, like their demographics, their watch time, even what other channels they're interested in. That kind of info can be super valuable when you're trying to create content that really connects with people. But there's one feature we haven't talked about much that I think is super interesting. It's called See into the Future. Sounds kind of sci-fi, right? Basically, it's an algorithm that looks at all sorts of data to try and predict how well your video might do. It takes into account stuff like your channel's history, the topic of the video, the keywords you're using, current trends, all that stuff. Now, it's not a crystal ball. It's more like a really educated guess based on all the available info. But even if it's not perfect, it can still give you a better idea of what to expect and help you understand the potential of your content. And speaking of helpful stuff, one thing that really impressed me about VidIQ is how much they focus on education. They've got a blog full of articles and tutorials, they do webinars and workshops, and they even offer one-on-one coaching with YouTube experts. It's like having a whole team of mentors in your corner, cheering you on and helping you learn the ropes. And the best part, a lot of these resources are available even if you're on the free plan, so it really seems like they genuinely want to help creators succeed whether you're paying them or not. But let's get back to the big question here. Is VidIQ worth it? We've looked at the features, the price, and the good and the bad. And I think it's safe to say that it can be a really powerful tool for YouTubers, especially if you're serious about growing your channel and you're willing to put in the work to learn how to use it, right? But it's not some magic bullet. It's not going to do all the heavy lifting for you. You know that saying, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day, teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Well, I kind of see VidIQ as that fishing rod. It gives you the tools and the knowledge, but it's up to you to go out there and actually catch the fish. So, if you're ready to step up your YouTube game, if you're looking for data and insights to help you make smarter decisions, and if you're willing to put in the effort to create awesome content, then yeah, VidIQ is definitely worth checking out. But always remember, it's just one piece of the puzzle. Your success on YouTube really comes down to your own creativity, your passion, and your ability to connect with your audience. Now, speaking of connecting with your audience, let's talk about one more crucial part of building a successful YouTube channel: community. You know, it's easy to get caught up in the numbers, right? Views, subscribers, all that. But honestly, at the end of the day, it's the connections you make that really matter. It's about building a community of people who get you, who like what you do, who are actually interested in what you have to say. That's something no algorithm can fake. Right now, VidIQ doesn't have some magic button for building a community, but they do have features that can help you do it in a smarter way. Remember that competitor analysis tool we talked about? Well, you can use that to see what other channels your audience is already watching. Can give you some clues about what kind of content they like, what they're into, even how they interact with creators. It's like having a little cheat sheet for understanding your ideal viewer. And once you have a better sense of who your audience is, you can use VidIQ's other features to make videos that are specifically for them. You know, with the right keywords, titles, thumbnails, and video ideas. But it's not just about bringing in new viewers. You got to take care of the community you already have too. And VidIQ's analytics tools can help you spot your most engaged viewers, the ones who are always commenting, liking, sharing your stuff. Those are your superfans. And if you pay attention to what they're saying, respond to their comments, and make videos that they actually want to see, you can turn those casual viewers into die-hard fans. But let's be real, building a solid YouTube community takes time and effort. There's no quick fix for real connection. So, VidIQ can give you some helpful insights and help you fine-tune your strategy, but it's still up to you to put in the work, show up consistently, and be that authentic, engaging creator that people want to connect with. So, where does all this leave us with VidIQ? Well, we've spent this whole deep dive looking at its features, checking out what users are saying, weighing the pros and cons, and I think it's safe to say that VidIQ can be a really valuable tool, especially if you're serious about growing your channel and you're ready to put in the effort to learn how to use it, right? But it's not a magic solution. It's not going to do everything for you. You know how the saying goes, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day? Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Well, I kind of think of VidIQ as that fishing rod. It gives you the tools and the knowledge, but you got to be the one to go out there and actually catch those fish. So, if you're ready to take your YouTube channel to the next level, if you want data and insights to help you make smarter decisions, and if you're dedicated to making awesome content and building a great community, then yeah, I'd say VidIQ is worth a shot. But always remember, it's just one part of the equation. Your success on YouTube ultimately depends on your own creativity, your passion, and how well you can connect with your audience. So go out there, create something amazing, and don't be afraid to try new things. Keep learning and push the limits of what's possible on YouTube. Who knows, maybe one day you'll be the one sharing your success story and inspiring other creators to chase their dreams.